Hey, my name is Shelly and welcome to my fall TBR. Obviously, I'm continuing on with my summer reads and I'm going to be reading a lot of romantices, and I'm going to really dive deep into the creepy seasons. I'm going to be reading some gothic stuff. I'm going to be reading some creepy stuff, some dark romantices, and just continuing on with some series that I really want to get to. So stick around. Let's talk about them. Okay, we're going to go with continuing series first, and then we'll go to new series, or should we do it the other way around? Whatever, I got the books here, so we're going to do continuing series. So I'm going to continue on with the Gods and Monsters series by Amber V. Nicole. This is the second book in the series, and this is The Throne of Broken Gods. I actually started this a while ago, and I put it down twice. So third time is a charm, because I really love the Book of Azrael. It's one of my favorite books, and I really want to get back to it. And I do love the characters. I just, for whatever reason, it just wasn't working for me. But I want to get to it because it is darker. It is very heavy on the emotions, and it has a really epic world. So I'm really kind of anxious to get back to this, especially since the fourth book, I believe, is coming out this fall. Perfect time. So yeah, it is a chunky one. So I'm going to be reading this physically or through my Kindle. So yeah, this will be read by the end of the year. That is my goal. Another book that is another continuing series is Glow of the Everflame by Penn Cole. I read Spark of the Everflame a while ago, to the point where I'm like, do I need to reread it? Because I don't really remember it. I remember I enjoyed it. I remember I really did like the world and how it wasn't really about Fae, but people say it is about Fae, but it wasn't. That's not what they're called. They're called the Descendants or something. Basically, descendants of gods. It's very political. It's very heavy on the world building and not so much the romance, which personally, I actually prefer that. Even though I do like my romance, I like it to be a slow freaking burn. Slow. So I can enjoy them getting to know each other. Because the moment they get together, I lose interest. Like, pretty much right away. Unless there's something going on where the story's not really about them, it's about the world around them, then I'm okay with that. But if it's just about their relationship, then I lose interest. So I'm really hoping that this book is a hit for me. And yeah, I do plan to continue it. And I believe the fourth book in the series is coming out early 26. So super soon. The next book I want to pick up, which is continuing a series and also will be concluding the series, is Wisteria by Adeline Grace. This is the third book in the Belladonna series. It's a gothic YA series, which I do recommend for people who don't even like YA because it reads very adult. Can't say much about it because it is this third book in the series, but is basically following these characters that have a special relationship with death, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Really delicious, really good, and I'm very excited to get this one. I'm going to be listening to the audiobook. Hopefully that will come out soon, and yeah, I'm excited to get back into it because I think it's a perfect book for spooky season. Another book that I'm going to pick up is a continuing series. This is the second book in the Legacy series by Melissa Rorich. This is what is it called? It's called The Storm of Secrets and Sorrow. I was not sure that I was going to continue on with the series. The first one is Reign of Shadow and something. What is it called? Reign of Shadow and Ending. I actually was very mid on that book. I felt like there was a lot of things that I liked about it, but then there was a lot of things I didn't like about it. But I am curious enough to continue on with the series, especially since it is kind of like what I'm looking for. It is a dark fantasy following very heavy themes. After reading a bunch, I realized that is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something that is dark, that is very heavy on trauma, that is very heavy on emotions, and that is not so cut and paste perfect. I'm looking for messy, messy darkness. So that really fits the bill. So I actually did start reading this book. I got probably maybe 3 chapters in. So I am continuing on. I'm just going to be slowly reading this through my Kindle. I was actually supposed to read in the summertime and I never got around to doing it, but that's okay because I kind of want to space it out because the fourth book, or third book technically, in the series is coming out in February, so I want to read it closer to the end of the year. So that is Root of Darkness by Demi Winters. This is the first novella in the Ashen series, but chronologically it is the third book. And oh my god, if you haven't picked up the Ashen series, or at least tried it, or have it on your TBR, like, please do, because it is so good. It is so good. It hits all the beats that I want. It has the world building, it has the Viking settings, it has the characters, it has the good romances. It has the found family. It has everything, and it's so well done. It is such a breath of fresh air compared to all the stuff that is coming out right now. So honestly, I highly recommend it, and I'm very excited to get to this cute little novella because she has a squirrel companion, and I really love squirrels to the point where I actually have a tattoo of a squirrel on my leg. Obviously, this book is made for me, and I heard this is like Grumpy Sunshine, and she's the grump and he's sunshine, or maybe it's the other way around. It doesn't matter. I love that. But yeah, very excited to get to this one. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the books that are starting new series or just whatever book. And so we're going to start with something that I don't usually do, and that is contemporary romance. So this one has grabbed my attention because a lot of people who love Boys of Tommen also love this series, and that is Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. I hate this cover. I wish I had the UK cover, but I don't know if I like this book enough to pay the extra funds to get the new cover. Maybe if I like it, I will go get the UK cover because this one is just, it's yuck. Anyways, this is, I don't know if I'm going to like this one. To be like Gossip Girl, but in like the UK. And it is messy and dramatic, and you're following some unlikable characters, I believe. So yeah, so I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about this, but people who love it, love it. So I may like it because like I mentioned, I am in my dark, messy time. So maybe I will like a little bit of dark, messy, especially since I started watching Vampire Diaries, and that is as messy as you can get. So maybe I will enjoy this. So yes, this is one that I have and I hope to pick up soon. Okay, so another book that has recently grabbed my attention because it's gotten rave reviews. And also the sequel is coming out very soon, and that is Servant of Earth by Sarah Hawley. So yeah, this cover is just so good, so good. The only reason I didn't pick this up when I first heard about it is because it is a fae romantasy. If I can, I try to avoid fae romantasy. Sometimes there's always exceptions to the rule. But I heard that this one is incredible, and it is a different take where you're following, I believe, somebody who's training the chosen one or something like that. I don't know. I tend to not read too much about it. But because it has gotten really great reviews, because the cover is amazing, and yeah, I heard that the plot is a bit unique. I have the book coming my way soon, so I will have the physical copy ready to go. Another book that I have pre-ordered and I'm waiting to get in my hands is Anathema by Carrie Lake. This is originally an indie published book, which got picked up by Trad Book Company, and it is going to be released in September. I got this special edition because I have a feeling that this is going to be a book for me because one, scary, creepy world, good romance, unique worlds, unique settings, not fae romantasy, and honestly that cover just screams to me. So I'm waiting for that book to come in my hands. I'm very excited. And not to mention the sequel, I think just came out this month in September, so I can start right away into the sequel if I like it. If you watched my last video, I did mention this book, and that is The Jasad Heir by Sarah Hashem. I really want to get back to this. So I'm like, for me, it's just me waiting on the audiobook, crossing my fingers and toes, making sure that I get this audiobook when I want it because I really want to continue it. I have been thinking about this, but like I mentioned, for some reason, the way that this is written just does not click in my brain, and it takes me a really long time to read, and it's not badly written. It's just a me problem. So I'm excited to get back into this. This is a romantic fantasy, heavy on the fantasy, awesome Egyptian world, like really, really unique. Obviously there is a rebellion brewing. Love it. It was really good, and I'm very excited to get back to it. Another book that is coming out this fall, which was also indie and now is being trad published under a completely new name. This was originally called Manacle by Sin Lee Yu, and now I believe it's called Alchemized. I've pre-ordered that as well. Again, this is a Hermione Draco Malfoy retelling, and I think it's more like a Handmaid's Tale. So it's very, very dark. And also, I think I just heard that it is now going to be, or the rights got bought out to be a movie. So they're going to be making a movie of this. I don't know how that's going to work. I haven't read it, but I don't know. So yeah, this is going to be dark. This is going to be gothic-y. This is going to be like heavy emotions. And honestly, that just sounds like me right now. So yeah, this is going to be coming in September, and I'm super excited for that. One that I have recently grabbed my attention is The Witch Collector by Clarissa Weeks. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is YA or young adults or adults. I don't know. But yes, it's romantasy. I think it just recently got finished, or the series has, the last book in the series is coming out or has come out recently. And honestly, I picked it up because one, it's short. Two, it's about witches, and I love me a good witchy vibe feeling, and yeah, I've heard really great things about it, so I'm excited to pick it up. Besides that, I don't know anything about the plot, besides the fact that people love it, and the new book is coming out. So that's pretty much why I grabbed it. And also this cover, I don't know why, it kind of brings me back to the good old days with romantic fantasy, you know, the early 2000s. Another dark romantasy is Blood and Ether by Harper Hawthorne. Again, don't know much about this. I did hear that there is a, I think it's like autistic or ADHD rep. Don't quote me on that. Or maybe it's anxiety. I can't remember. But there's some sort of representation of this. And I think it is a school setting. The reason why this one grabbed my attention is because the main character was, or the main male interest is compared to Damon from Vampire Diaries, and I'm a Damon girly. Also, the cover is just really beautiful. I'm not sure, this may be a fantasy, I don't know, but regardless, it has a unique world setting from what I'm aware, so that's why it kind of grabbed my attention. Of Flame and Fallacy by Courtney Wims. This one, I wasn't really crazy about this because I'm kind of over my dragon era. I feel like it's just been bombarded since Fourth Wing, but I heard it's dark, I heard it's good, and I heard the main character, the main male character, is also a Damon Salvatore from Vampire Diaries inspired character. And just honestly, say no more. So this is an indie published book that you can find on KU. And I believe the second book just came out in September. And I think that it's getting insane good reviews. From what I know in this world, dragons are like forbidden or were killed. And this one girl, she really wants a dragon. So she goes to a different kingdom to find a dragon. And I think she meets the guy that helps her get one. I don't know. I haven't read it. But yeah, like I said, the second book is coming out has come out in September, and really good reviews. And that's always a positive in my mind, is if the second book is better, because that's what we want. They want the books to get better and better, right? I have two books that are not considered romantasy and that are actually written by men. The first one is Strength of the Few by James Islington. This is the continuation of The Will of the Many. And I really loved The Will of Many. I think it's probably one of my favorite books that I read when I read it that year. So good. Very excited for the sequel. I may have to do a reread of The Will of the Many because there's a lot of things I forgot, but I think I can wing it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, I'm excited for that one. Very excited. And the last book I want to talk about is actually a reread, and that is Empire of the Vampire by Jay Kristoff. I read this, whenever it came out 2-3 years ago. I don't remember this, so I'm going to have to do a reread because the third book in the series is coming out in November. So I have some time to reread the first one, read the second one for the third one, which is called The Empire of Dawn, that's coming out November 25th. So that is the plan right now. All right, we're at the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, please leave a jack-o'-lantern or Halloween emoji. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye!